Nottingham has a legendary history of taking money and giving it back in other ways. In 2012, businesses were charged for the right to park at their own premises, a concept that may have sent many running for Sherwood Forest. A decade on, the public are still having mixed feelings about the levy.
We do have to change things, so I sort of was a bit moany at first, but I quickly got used to the idea.
People still need cars, they've got other things to do after work as well, caring, for example.
We've got a good bus network and a good tram network, and it's all very environmental too. Keeps cars off the roads.
I drive into the city, others also drive into the city. The last thing you want is everyone to be reliant upon public transport. The parking levy, bad idea in my opinion.
The City Council, however, insists it works.
It's been very successful. Clearly there was a lot of opposition to the idea, but we haven't lost any businesses in Nottingham. In fact, people have come here because of our good public transport system.
And David, would you recommend this scheme to Scottish local authorities who are considering it at the moment?
Absolutely, I would. I'd encourage Scottish authorities to consider it very carefully.
The cost is £458 per bay for firms with 11 spaces or more. The business can pay it themselves or pass it on to their employees. Car use in Nottingham is down 7% since 2002.
In its first 8 years of operation, the workplace levy has generated nearly £90 million, which has been fed back into public transport. And that in itself has gone to pay for 2 new tram lines on the city's network. It's also helping to fund one of the largest fleets of electric buses in Europe. And it's helped pay for the city's bike share scheme. The CO2 emissions in Nottingham have been cut by 41% since 2015.
Edinburgh and Glasgow City Councils are the only 2 local authorities in Scotland considering the scheme, and they say any such move isn't likely to happen for a number of years. But those working in the aviation industry argue the public transport infrastructure doesn't exist to impose such an expense.
There simply is no alternative for them but to use cars to commute to and from work. So a workplace parking levy is something that we strongly oppose. We believe all of our staff strongly oppose it. And when this idea was last mooted 3 years ago, our staff really did rise up right to their MSPs and say, look, this isn't the right thing. It was put back firmly into the long grass, and that's where it needs to go again.
In the midst of a cost of living crisis, the workforce might hope this idea will be parked for some time yet. Evanna Holland, STV News.